Pepperwood grasslands are refugia for all kinds of species, including our birds, spiders, snakes, pollinators, coyote, mountain lion on occasion. Even black bear have been seen walking through our grasslands.
We're trying a lot of different techniques to promote native grasslands, and it becomes really important to understand whether we're being successful. And the only way to really do that is to be out there on the landscape, looking and measuring and observing and collecting data. So we've established 34 grassland monitoring transects that we monitor every spring, so we can really try to measure the impact that we're having.
So here at Pepperwood, we have an annual grassland monitoring program. And every year between May 1st and May 15th, we revisit the same place within our grasslands year after year across the preserve. And basically what we're doing is we're trying to characterize the health of our grasslands and the community that's there. And what that means is we basically lay down a square onto the grasslands, which defines a space that we're assessing. We look and see what plants are growing there, whether they're native or non-native species, how much cover they might take up. We also look at things like bare ground or disturbance from gophers, from cattle or from other disturbances, as well as how much dry material or thatch, which is this gray oxidized material that's been sitting around and oxidizing in the sun for over a year. And all of those things combined basically tell us how well we're doing with our stewardship. We're also looking at how much fuel is developing over time. So in our grasslands, these are fine fuels. They're not woody like we find in our forests or shrublands, but the grasses do carry fire and can carry them quite rapidly. So knowing how tall our grasslands are, how dense they are, and how much of that material is building up gives us a sense of the health as well as the risks that might be present in our grasslands. So through our monitoring, we're basically visiting the same place time and time again and learning the story of the land in response to our stewardship. We're particularly interested in supporting our native grassland community because within California, 40% of native plant species in entirety are found within grasslands. And similarly, 90% of rare and endangered species, including plants and animals, are found within grassland communities. One of the most important things that we do is when we collect our data, we go back into the office and we actually look at the numbers and we look at the trends and see, how are our grasslands doing from year to year? How are the invasive grasses that we're trying to manage or suppress so they aren't spreading through the preserve and reducing native biodiversity? Through the data, we see that our thatch levels have been reduced since we've started our conservation grazing program and our prescribed fire programs. And so through those natural processes that we're basically enacting through our tools of burning and grazing, we're removing that material that can cause grasslands to become stagnant and lose biodiversity over time. And we're going to continue the work we do year after year, month after month, and we're going to be looking at our grasslands so that we can fine-tune our perspective and our understanding of the story that's basically unfolding in our grassland communities, so that we can make sure that we're being the best stewards we can.
Some of the things that we're already seeing is the purple needlegrass starting to spread. We're seeing it more throughout the grasslands, so it's like the first step, so we're hopeful that we're going to see a big impact there. Our grassland monitoring program is just 12 years old, and it's really going to take at least double or triple that amount of time before we really see what's going to happen here.